Hey everybody, have you heard the story of all the white executives at the Sandia National Laboratories in New Mexico having to attend critical race theory training? You see, they had to learn all about their whiteness. Apparently, according to critical race theory, all whites are born racist. No exceptions. Basically, if you're white, you're a racist. Critical race theory also teaches that facts, data, scientific method are all a form of whiteness, so those things are also racist. Also, owning property is a part of whiteness, so that's racist. Working hard to get ahead is also a sign of whiteness, so that's racist. At the end of the critical race theory training, all of the white execs had to write a letter to the black community apologizing for being white, something they had no control over. However, I think at least one of the execs got it right. Here's the letter. It says, okay, so here's the letter. It goes, after having completed my mandatory critical race theory training, I see that I owe the members of Black Lives Matter an apology for my whiteness. My critical race theory training has really opened my eyes to how racist I really am, and how that is not my fault because all white people, according to my training, are born racist. However, since I was born racist and it being a genetic defect in all members of my race, I am not responsible for the racist thoughts that I see now that I must have. For example, I now think that all blacks are lazy and worthless, raised by mothers who were basically baby factories, who fed off the government tax money that was paid by me and other hardworking people so they wouldn't have to get a job. Now, I didn't used to think that way, but thanks to my recent critical race theory training, I see now that in reality I must think that way because I was born a racist. However, please don't hate on me because it's not my fault. I learned that I was born that way just like many other children who were born with genetic defects. After all, would you hate on a child born with Down syndrome? Furthermore, because of my critical race theory training, I have learned that facts, data, and scientific method are also a symptom of whiteness, and as all things related to whiteness are racist, then facts, data, and the scientific method must also be racist. Therefore, I now realize that anyone trying to use those things to change my mind about all blacks being lazy and worthless must be racist as well, despite their skin color. After all facts are racist. Even though I know there are plenty of examples of members of the black community opening businesses and working hard to become successful, to lift themselves out of poverty, and that many black athletes like LeBron James and celebrities like Oprah Winfrey have gone on to great financial success. These are facts. Because they are facts, they must be racist and therefore untrue. Of course, if you show me data that more blacks are becoming business owners or are rising out of poverty, that can't be possibly true either because that would be based on data and all data is racist, therefore untrue. Thank God I no longer have to have proof, but only feelings, to justify that what I think is true. Thanks to my mandatory critical race theory training, I now feel free to be the racist that God obviously intended me to be. Is any of this sinking in? Okay, obviously this letter is satire. However, critical race theory is not. It's beginning to be taught in schools in California as a mandatory class. What is going on? By making these statements, they are justifying racism. And they're also saying that no matter what evidence you show them that indicates that what they believe isn't true, that it won't change their minds because all facts are racist. Therefore, so long as I believe it's true, then it must be true. Basically, you're a racist because I say you are. This is the kind of argument that you expect to hear from children.